Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, well, okay. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. We are here tonight. We have been talking about it now for about 2 weeks, about what we can possibly do on this show with something like tuna fish water. Would it be a battle box? It could have been. Would we be making a tuna fish water type of drink, maybe with a little clamato? Maybe make us a Bloody Mary or something in that range. We certainly could have done that. Instead, I cracked open a book and I found a cocktail that comes out of Monterey, a place called the Silverfin. I guess it's an old, I hadn't even heard of it. I haven't even read about it in Beach Bum Bear. I haven't read about it from anybody until I found this book right here called California Tiki. And they mentioned a guy, we'll get into it in a minute, but we're going to be making a cocktail that a guy named Sal created called the Mermaid Safe. And we're going to be making that cocktail. So hopefully you guys have your tuna cans ready. Hopefully you guys are going to be making this along with me. Hopefully I will not be the only one drinking this cocktail, but that is what we have ahead of us. So be prepared as the... Oh, who sings it in the Disney movie? Be prepared. I get real low. Bon Bon is here. What's up, Bon Bon? Bon Bon, very excited. Bon Bon may be in the minority of people. Very excited about the tuna cocktail. Wait till I tell you what else is in this one. Listen. Apparently, it turns out to be pretty good. We're gonna find out. We're drinker stinkering this, no doubt about it. This is moose. No fish was harmed in the making of this cocktail. In fact, exactly this many fish, moose, were harmed. Exactly as many fish as you can fit into this can were harmed. So at least one fish brutally ripped from its home and turned into albacore for this drink. So hopefully we're okay. Shawnee Panabaker, not a fan. Does not imagine that this will end up on Shawnee Panabaker's famous Instagram channel where he makes delicious cocktails. If you don't already, follow him. Shoot. I'm going to forget it every time, Sean. Sean, put your Instagram in there. Kyle, find a way to get people there. If you want to see normal, regular old cocktails, I say pop on over to Shawnee Panabaker's Instagram. Here we're doing tuna fish, so get ready for that. Let's see who else we got in here. Kyle is ready for a tiki taka taka. How long can I do it before I find the thing? Let's just get it up here, Kyle.
Tiki taka 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 nueve.
I got you, buddy. Okay, Forlorn Hope with a big old cheers. Hopefully that is some tuna water in there. That seems like it should be. We just finished off the Moose birthday party on Saturday. So Moose is here. He is ready to go, ready to be. DC Debbie Clark is in the house, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. Our resident gator. Now, I've seen pictures haunt me in my dreams of alligators in the ocean. That's where tuna fish live. Will the UF Mark, our resident gator, be way into this? We don't know. Paul Bellinardo says clam juice cocktails. Ick. Don't worry about that, Paul. We're not using clam juice cocktails. We are instead going to be doing tuna fish juice cocktails. So, again, be prepared. Howdy to Doug. I know Doug is not a big fan of the idea of putting tuna into cocktails. So Doug probably not into this. All right, fine. Yikes. Amy Beer says, kind of hope this wasn't going to happen. It's happening. It is happening right to us. Joshua Dill asking, my body is ready? for this? Well, hopefully, Joshua, you will survive this because we are going to be making a cocktail right now coming out of where was it coming out of? Sorry, one second. It was coming out of it's one of the M's. Give me a second. I have it right here. It's coming out of a place called the Silverfin. Oh, Monterey. I always get Monterey. I always lose Monterey. Coming out of Monterey, California, a place in the 1960s, I guess called the Silverfin. I have heard almost nothing else about this cocktail or this place, except for the bartender. Bartender, Sal the Mariner Viscenzo. We've talked about him, I believe. Shh, it's me talking. We've talked about him briefly on the show before. I told you guys that I had a dream at one point, and I woke up and was very excited about putting squid ink into a cocktail. And I looked it up. I looked to see what was going on. Sal, the Mariner Viscenzo, I guess, I couldn't really tell whether he worked at the Silverfin or what his whole deal was, but he had created a cocktail called the Kraken. And in the Kraken, he was using squid ink. So clearly this guy has a flavor profile. The same way that like Don Beach put a little bit of absinthe, a little bit of Angostura in there, Herbstura, that's his signature. Clearly the Mariner, Sal, was a big fan of putting fishy, salty juices into his thing. That was his signature. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure, maybe we can go back and find it. I think we did make the Mariner cocktail, or sorry, the Kraken cocktail on the show. And I know that because inside of my little refrigerator is a little bottle of squid ink that we still have. So unless we were messing around with something else, we have certainly done squid ink cocktails on this program. We have never cracked open a can of tuna and decided this is what we're doing, but apparently it's a thing. So let's get into it. This is coming from the 1960s, a place called the Silverfin by Sal the Mariner Viscenzo. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right. Viscenso, Viscenzo, whatever it is. We'll call him the Mariner. We'll call him Sal, much easier. This is a tiki cocktail from the 1960s that uses tuna juice. So let's get into it. DC David Clark questioning this. Squid ink was before DC's time. That might be true. I know I still have the squid ink in here, so it was during somebody's time. There's no way that I don't. There's no reason that I just bought that and didn't use it. It's in there. I've mixed it and it's ready to go. What's the over-under? Sal's using anchovy stuffed olives in his martinis. No doubt about it. Sal the Mariner loved anchovy stuffed olives. Now, I love an anchovy on anything. I like to get anchovy pizza, one of my very favorite pizzas. That with a little bit of basil, a little bit of mozz, and a red sauce. Boy, am I in. Okay, here we go. We're going to start. He just calls for an Amaro. There are lots of Amari in the world. Sal, the Italian bartender, the Mariner, certainly would have had at some point some run-ins with his favorite Amaro. This is the one that I am using currently. This is the Rangoni. Real cinnamon forward. Certainly has some wormwood walking through it. It's a very nice, very simple version of Amaro. It works really well. I've found in tiki drinks, because of the big cinnamons. We use cinnamon syrup in a lot of different things. It seems to mix well with a lot of other tiki flavors. We're just going to throw in ½ an ounce of Amaro. Find an Amaro that you like, throw it in here. Oh, that's a little too much. That's about ½ ounce. There we go. Excellent. Okay, we got our Amaro in there. I guess I would warn you against throwing in an Amaro. Warn you about losing the top to this thing. Put this here and remember that it's topless. I would warn you against using anything like an Amaro in here that's too bitter. If you're reaching for your Cynar right now, I think you might be in a weird spot. All right, I wouldn't reach for Cynar. As much as I love it, I wouldn't reach for Fernet on this one. Find something like a Maletti, find something like a Razzmatazzi, find something like find it in that area. You know what? Maybe a Nonino. I've never made this drink before, but maybe a Nonino would be the way to go. Find something there. Okay. Next thing we're going to be throwing in here is, whoop, easy, everybody. Next thing we're going to be throwing in here is going to be a little bit of maple syrup. This right here was a gift given to me by my friend. His name is DJ Maple Syrup. I grew up, you know, my entire 20s were spent working in bars. I have a lot of DJ friends. DJ Paper, DJ Doza, good friend of mine. Did I mention Paper? DJ Maple Syrup. A lot of DJs. I have a lot of DJ friends. Anyway, this is from DJ Maple Syrup. He is from, I believe he's from Vermont, lives in Maine now. I don't want to dox him too hard, but I think he's like a famous-ish DJ. Real maple syrup. This is grade A. Figure it out. We're going to go ahead and put in half an ounce of some maple syrup. Joshua Dill says, okay, maple syrup with tuna. He's fully on board now. Great. All right, we got some converts. That's great. We're chugging along at this point. We're doing all the good stuff. Maple syrup does show up in a number of great tiki cocktails. Shows up in a number of bad tiki cocktails too. So, you know, we're in a good spot there. Let's go ahead and put in our next bit, which is right here. Falernum. Falernum. Now, we make our own falernum here in-house at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, thanks to our very good friend Bon Bon. She sends a great recipe. We then velveted it. Personally, for me right now, that falernum, it doesn't have enough big flavors. We need to have a big flavored falernum. So if you're homemaking it, don't velvet it before you put it into this drink. If you've already velveted it, try it. I don't know what to tell you. You've already velveted it. But this is Velvet Falernum by John D. Taylor. An absolute staple tiki ingredient. I would say probably closer to almost any ingredient. As this sentence is horribly structured at this point. We really have we've put a preposition somewhere where it shouldn't be. This is probably the closest thing that I know of to the pure tiki ingredient. This is kind of what tiki tastes like. I feel like you can sort of throw falernum into anything. Suddenly you get to call it tiki. I feel like that's probably fair. There are probably a couple other ones. I think orgeat also does something like that. I stray away from a bunch of different juices in that, just because, you know, there's non-tiki pineapple juices. But once you put falernum in, you're doing a good thing. So Sal thought that this would go well in this cocktail. I have no basis to disagree with him. So we're going to go ahead and put in half an ounce of some velvet falernum. You can tell Sal was a Sal was a bartender's bartender. He did this drink in pretty easy steps, easy to remember. So you have the rum goes in there. It's going to be 1.5 ounces. You have the most memorable ingredient going in at 1 ounce, and then everything else is ½ ounce. That's a very easy way to remember. When you're training new bartenders will look at a recipe book like I look at a chessboard. Like I could not even possibly I forget what the horse even does, right? I'm lost at this. So a great bartender that is helping out the young bartenders, all the new recruits coming on, that guy will try his best to make, or try their best. It doesn't matter. Try their best to make easy to remember recipes. If you were using a big ingredient, you can double that. Otherwise, try and make everything about the same. It's really sort of easy to remember those recipes. It's not always, doesn't always make the best drinks. Certainly makes the best way. It's certainly the best way to memorize these things. Okay, now it calls for an overproof Jamaican rum, and I thought I had one, and I do sort of. I got this. Now this is right here, not 1.5 ounces. So we are going to adjust it a little bit. We are going to take a 151 and put that in at half an ounce. So go ahead and take a, I'm using the Lemon Heart. This is a Michael Husband's bottle. Sorry to anybody that really did not want to be part of this drink, and now I'm pouring you in there, but Michael Husband, you're going into the tuna, pal. We're going to be putting in half an ounce of some 151. That's going to help with the overproofing. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in our Myers rum, which is a normal proof, a regular proof type Jamaican rum. That's going to give us the flavors that we're looking for the Jamaican rum, but not all the booze that we need. I have no idea whether the booze is going to help mix with the tuna, and thus something magic is going to happen. We're going to figure it out. That's 1 ounce of a Jamaican rum. Dougie's asking where the chartreuse is. Chartreuse is right here. Hello. Hi. It's me, chartreuse. Lives right there. It's right in arm distance, right where I can grab it at all times. Also, in case the bar ever gets robbed, it's hiding right behind all these green stuff. It's camouflaged. Right behind here is the chartreuse. That's my secret chartreuse drawer. Okay, let's get into it. Now, I had to think about this. How do I want to get this tuna into the drink? Now, I don't want to put tuna into my bar tools. As much as I love tuna and tuna juice and all that kind of stuff, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I don't want the rest of I don't want to be having a Manhattan later and have that. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it into, we'll put it into this guy. We're just going to pour it into this guy. I think 1 ounce is right around there. So we'll just get this going here. We're going to open this up. It says, this is kind of fun. Right on the little tuna can, it says, oh, you guys can't see that. It says Mermaid approved. And this is called called Mermaid Safe Cocktail. Okay. We're going to do our old little trick here. We're just going to squeeze. There we go. That's about 1 ounce right there. So we'll throw that in here. That's tuna juice, baby. That is tuna juice, baby. Whoo-wee! That is something else right there. This 1 ounce of some tuna juice. Excellent. Okay. Something smells fishy. Okay. We're going to give this a big old whip and shake. I hope that eventually somebody else takes up the mantle of calling this the whiff and shake or these whiffin cubes. I think it's important that if nothing else, we are able to continue. Do these? I don't think these even have a real name, right? I think they're just called half moons. Why not whiffin cubes? Why not? Why not whipping cubes? We did that all wrong. Oh, yeah. Okay. Give this big old shake. Here we go. I'm interested to see what tuna juice, like pineapple juice foams up, egg whites foam up, because why? There's protein in them. Obviously, there is protein in tuna juice. So possibly we'll have a nice foamy cocktail. Why not serve it over a large cube? I mean, after all, we are being fancy. So let's just crack this guy open. There we go. Drop that in there. Put this ice cube away for later use. And here we go. Let's see what tuna juice does to a cocktail. Doesn't really foam up, doesn't really do much. It's almost like there is no tuna juice in here at all. Oh, sorry. In this book, it calls for a garnish. Orange. Shoot. Kyle, can you bring me an orange, please? Wait for Kyle to come in here. He will bring an orange. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you. It's a lime. Do you have an orange? That's a lime. Do you happen to have an orange for me, Kyle? That is a lime. Do you have an orange for me, Kyle? That is a cucumber. Do you have an orange? This is Kyle's April Fool's joke on me. He, instead of bringing me an orange, brought me 3 limes and a cucumber. I'm not getting that orange, am I? Okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you for your hilarious... Kyle loves April Fools more than anything. So I guess I won't be getting my orange. All right. Well, honestly, we don't need to... we don't need a garnish on here. Let's give this a taste. This right here, the Mermaid Safe, coming out of Monterey, did I say? Coming out of Monterey, California, the 1960s. Sal, the Mariner, Vincenzo, from the Silverfin restaurant. Let's see how he did. You got to give it to him. Honestly, for the ingredients that he chose to put in here, I feel like this is delicious. I have no complaints. I feel like all of the ingredients that I put in here certainly meld well together. I think that the Amaro does good work in here. I even like my choice of the split base rums. The falernum does a good work. And what else was in here? The maple syrup actually ended up being really good. And of course, my favorite part that I put in here is the lime juice that I switched out the tuna juice for, because we're not going to be making any tuna cocktails on this show. Come on, guys. That was a weird April Fool's thing that I decided to go along with. This is another cocktail that we have made. It is called, I'll tell you exactly what this cocktail is called. It was the Drunken Helmsman. It was created in 2005 by a guy named Jason Alexander in Tacoma. This was, of course, there's no chance. I don't know. I don't know who was saying it. That tuna and maple syrup and falernum would all go together. This is just tuna juice. I'm not joking. That is one of my favorite things. But this is the Drunken Helmsman. If you do want to make this cocktail at home, Jason Alexander. Wait, they fooled me, Jerry. If you do want to make this one at home, This is a delicious cocktail. It really is. I've made this one before, the Drunken Helmsman. Not on. I don't think I've made it on this show, which is strange enough. But it is an overproof Jamaican rum, 1.5 ounces. It is 1 ounce of lime. It is 3/4 maple syrup, 3/4 of an ounce of falernum, and 3/4 of an ounce of the last thing. Oh, Amaro. Find yourself a good Amaro. And you have the Drunken Helmsman. Thank you so much, everybody, for dealing with me on April Fools. I really thought that would get caught out immediately, but we had sort of been setting it up for a little while. The tuna juice. If you guys are serious, we may still do a tuna juice battle box, but that was at least a week in the making. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. A live show, and we all missed you guys. I mean, I didn't see any. I had a whole script for what would happen if you guys started calling me out about putting tuna juice into a cocktail, but we slow played that one, and I feel like that's the best one. And you know what's great about this little thing? Nobody got hurt. Please stop hurting people on April Fool's Day. It's not funny if people are hurt. It's not funny if you hurt somebody's feelings. It's only funny if you do something stupid to yourself. So I just drank some tuna juice. Very happy April Fools from Paul Bellavaro, who just got back from an amazing whirlwind trip around the San Francisco Bay Area, hitting up every tiki bar he could. It's always so embarrassing to get fooled on my birthday. I'm sorry, Moose. Listen, we had your birthday party here. I think a little fooling around was certainly in order. A Clamato really does have clam juice in it. Smuggler's Cove was no joke. And sorry, Charlie Tuna. Poor guy. Okay. That's what I got. We made the Drunken Helmsman tonight on the show. We did not put... Oh, there we go. Dougie G caught on about 3/4 of the way through. Well, then, Doug, let me just tell you something else that Doug did. He did the right thing. Because if you are catching on to a surprise party, if somebody's throwing you a surprise party and you call it out before you get to the surprise party, shame on you. Shame on you. That is not what, even if they're horrible, even if everything goes wrong and you are for sure that you are on your way to a surprise party, shame on you for ruining that surprise. Shame on you for telling anybody that you weren't absolutely surprised. Oh my God, biggest surprise of my life. Wow, what a day. Because that party's not for you. That party's for the person that threw you that party. This is their little congratulations walk around. So stop it. Also, if somebody, there's a joke going on, not everybody's getting it, shame on you for ruining it. So I don't know how many of you actually got it. I will give you all credit for figuring it out 3/4 of the way through. So congratulations to all of you 3/4 of the way through for understanding this, and congratulations to all of you for keeping that a little secret. And no shame. We do not know your name. That's what I got for you guys. Okay. We won't be here Thursday. We also won't be here Wednesday. We're also not going to be here Friday. So we are in a spot right now. We will be here on Saturday. Hopefully I can get a pre-recorded show to go up for Thursday. That is the plan as of right now. But tune in on Thursday. We will have something up for you guys to all congregate, and hang out. It won't be like last time when I did not make it a premiere. There will be a chance for everybody to come. My goodness, the tuna juice is doing something to me. To come in, chat, hang out, and figure out what's going on with you. I will probably be also in the chat with you guys. I just won't be live here at the bar. There is an event that I will not be able to be there for. But I appreciate you guys showing up. We will be back here rocking and rolling on Saturday. And I do want to remind you guys, because I think it's time that we start getting hyped for it. We do have the winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby in the house. We have the winners of the 2024 Cush Tucky Derby right here, the husbands. The Cush Tucky Derby is coming up. So just an FYI, I will be going out to patrons, Patreon people first to get their horses and their lanes. If you have never been part of a Cush Tucky Derby, I think it's time. It is a very fun day. I think it's probably my most favorite day of the whole year. And that will be the first Saturday in May. So we are about a month away. So get your big hats ready and let's hang out. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much. This is how a bartender experience should be, a little flaky. I mean, listen, please. Yeah, I mean, please, a little grace. Yeah, unfortunately, I just, the moment that this show, makes, it doesn't break even exactly every month, I will be able to turn down all my other engagements. I can't wait for that day. But until then, old Cush got to keep his little nose to the grindstone, as they say. Got to keep making that tuna. Tuna doesn't come for free, my friends. All right, guys. Until next time, watch all these people. All their names are the patrons that keep this show alive financially. All the names that we've put up here in chat, you guys are keeping this alive spiritually, and the tuna is making me burp. So thanks so much, guys. Until next time, what do we always say? Dang it, it doesn't work. I have to get a little sound effect that says dang it, it doesn't work. I'll never be able to play it because it doesn't work, but we always say things in the vein of, oh, I don't know.
Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
But once we find that out, we say
Bye.
bye.